speak in any session, I say that we are in the middle of every trouble, and we have to protect ourselves. So don't tell me.
But particularly talking about this particular issue, the economic experts believe that this summit will definitely succeed because other countries like United Arab Emirates, Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, Bahrain, they need to see Egypt succeed. Those countries have continued to back Egypt ever since the ouster of the terrorist organization of the Brotherhood, and until this very moment they are supporting Egypt, and they want the economy to succeed and take a leap in Egypt, because they hope that Egypt continue to take the lead in playing the key role in countering terrorism inside the region.
This is true.
Building on what you say.
These countries believe when they are supporting the Egyptian economy, this means that they are supporting the political stability. This means that they are
and that's true.
Securing Egypt, which means securing a big part of the Middle East, and in the same time, by making economical development, you are fighting terrorism, you are fighting extremists, because terrorism and extremists play on the poor people, play on the demand of the poor people, play on the lack of infrastructure, proper infrastructure and proper facilities and so on. So providing a healthy economical environment will help in the security, will help in the political stability. If Egypt is secure and stable, this means that we can help our friends that help us in making them more secure and more stable, because as you see in the geopolitical environment that we are living now, there is no country safe. Nobody can claim that they are safe and they will not face that we have it. Whatever they are, big, rich, poor, they can face what. So without making a proper coalition, strong coalition, and they know that Egypt is one of the best partners and brothers that can stand with them, for that they are supporting Egypt. And this is across history. It is nothing new. This happened during different crusades that happened before. So supporting the economy means you are supporting the political stability. But we as Egyptians, we have to take advantage of this opportunity, because during the last 3 or 4 years, we have lost a lot of souls and blood. We have lost a big part of our economy. We have been out of the road for a couple of years. We need to come back, and we need to come back strong. So if we attract foreign investment and we didn't use it well and utilize it well and take care of it, this means that we are going to lose. We are not the first country to face trouble. A lot of countries have been almost destroyed and started from the scratch. We are better than them for the situation. But
there are perfect examples now, like Japan,
Germany and Japan,
Brazil,
and Malaysia, the different places. All of them have seen a catastrophic situation, and they started again. We are not so sophisticated, but we have a lot of change to focus, especially in our social structure.
Right. Talking about the structure, the president also in the economic summit in Davos, he stressed the confidence as a statesman or as head of state that Egyptian economy and the ability of the commitment of the government to carry out policies that would tackle those structural problems, like the implementing the fiscal and the monetary policies and facilities, reducing the budget deficits, minimizing the energy subsidies, and the government has already taken a step in that, and also protecting the needy and lowering the inflation. So what steps do you see the government seriously taking to be able to prove to the foreign investment that they are on the right track?
First, they focus
which of those?
On reducing on the deficit, the budget deficit, by reducing the subsidies, which have opened a lot of debate, because the people was coming from second revolution. We were suffering, and President Sisi was one of his first decision was to reduce the subsidies on oil and some part of other subsidies, which have created some anger. But Egyptian people know that we are in a very difficult situation, and we need to stand together. And this is what President Sisi mentioned, that the Egyptian people have understood that we have to stay together, and we have to take such hard decision now in order to revive our economy. When we reduce partially the subsidized, this have helped in increasing our credit rank, so our risk evaluation. When a bank can give us money, he found that this means that the country or the government are working in the direction to decrease the deficit, so this is like an encouragement. Although some taxes have been added to increase the income of the government. Also, there is some promotion to another subsidize in to decrease the subsidize of other product. Also, if you find that US dollar currency in the central bank have been increased to each actual rate, so now it have raised from 7.12 to 7.60, I believe, which was a big jump, but the market have accepted somehow. So President Sisi have insisted many times that the Egyptians are willing to support. Also, we always give very strong examples that when the government asked for fund to build the new Suez Canal, we have collected over 60 billion Egyptian pounds in less than 1 week. So Egyptian people can stand together and they can afford hard choices and hard decisions. But we have to put in mind that especially poorer level of the people, they need immediate support. Because if
and that's a real problem.
This is a big problem.
Do you think the government is addressing those needs of the middle class and lower?
Government or President Sisi?
The government.
I think the President Sisi cares, but the government
That's what I meant, in other words, because he doesn't have the ability or the power to execute things and decisions.
His responsibility is different from the government, because the government
It's
is
in the
the
government's
tools that
hands.
have to go to the lower level of the society. I think the government, some kind, is a little bit shaky in some decision. Of course, it is better than previous governments, but somehow we need more stronger actions. We need more attention to the poorer people instead of focusing on media and jumping here and
But
there.
allow me here, because some experts would say that the way the government is acting is not working on the middle class and the lower. It looks like it's neglecting the needs of the, they are fulfilling the needs of foreign investment on the expense of the needs of the middle class and lower.
This can be considered in a gap in the planning, because if you want to attract a foreign investment, you should encourage internal investment. Because when we discussed with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and the Ministry of International Relations regarding Egyptian companies to participate in Sharm el-Sheikh summit, they said no, we are looking for foreigner investment, not local investment. This was for us not a good sign, because we are an Egyptian New Year. We want to work, because if you look to any country, when they build their economy, they have to encourage local investment, especially R&D.
And the SMS?
And SMS, small and medium-sized organizations, because if we didn't have our own products, if we didn't have our own services, we will always depend on others. And by time we need to have our own products, our own technologies. Imagine if we have our own car, our own operating system, our own.
And we used to have that.
We used to have it, but when we invested inside, when we encourage research, in the media you will find the government is stating that we are supporting younger generation, we are supporting research, we are supporting education, we are supporting development, we are supporting small and medium companies, but in actual hands, this is not really happening. Of course, there is a lot of problems, a lot of operations that the government have to take care, but also, if you want foreign investment to be attracted really to the market, not to take advantage of the market, you should encourage the internal investment, especially the small and medium companies, especially the local R&D, research and development companies, because we need them. We should have our know-how. We should attract the technology. When they announced the project of the new Silicon Valley or Technology Valley in the new Suez Canal, I was happy, but because this will attract technology from outside, but this technology valley should not focus on sales and support and call centers. It should focus on development. India, when they succeeded in making their own technology and own industry, they attract the technology from outside and started to have their own R&D. So now they are part of the R&D of the international world. They are not a customer. The world is a customer for them now. And we should be the same. We should not always be depending on others.
And India is way more overpopulated than Egypt, given the fact
they have much more troubles and problems than us. But they are able to manage. They are able to manage their effective population or their productive population very well. They invested in education very well. The one who succeeds in them, they give him support. They give him grants. They give him open to work. Now, I teach in different universities. I see that not a majority, but a big percentage of the new generations that they are willing to go outside of the country whenever they